What's up, guys? It's Joe with Hendo Daily, and we are going to test out some cheap knives. So these are 3 knives that came in a pack last Christmas at Walmart. They are Ozark Trail. We've got a tanto, a drop point, and a clip point with coated black. Picked up this 3-pack for $15 as one of their Christmas knife sets. I thought it was, hey, why not? Let me grab a couple fixed blades, throw around. I can throw one in a camping pack, one out in the shed, one in the garage. Who knows? $15, right? With the new Common Core math, that comes out to about $7.50 squared per knife, right? So I picked them up. Now I've had them for just about a year now, and I have used them all but 0 times. So I kept one in my car for a while. I kept one in my work bag, and then I kept one by my nightstand, just for the sake of having 3 extra fixed blade knives that were that cheap. Why not? I like the look of the tanto. It's not a bad looking tanto. The clip point is okay, and then the drop point is a drop point, right? So what we're going to do tonight is put these things to, I don't even know which. I think they're all the same sheath, actually. Yeah, whatever. We're going to put these to the test, and here in a minute, I'm going to go out to my log by my shed, and we're going to test the retention and all the good stuff on here. Edge retention, strength, cutting edge, all the durability. We're going to baton through some wood, maybe. We're going to stab it into a stump a few times and really just put them through the ringer and see what a 3-pack of fixed blades from Walmart will do. So let's head out there and we will check out the strength of these knives. All right, guys, so here we are out at the stump. And if you saw my video the other day of 75 knife drops to catch some cool photos, make sure you, if you didn't see that, rather, make sure you check that out. And I think I just broke this. Nope, just cheap plastic sheath. All right, so we're going to eeny, meeny, miny, moe. This one's first. This is the tanto blade. So we're going to stab it in here, check the strength of the tip on here, some edge retention, maybe baton through. Got some wood out here we can mess with. So let's speed this up a little bit so you don't have to slow motion watch me stab this tip into the stump several times. That is not comfortable in the hand, but after a few stabs, it's really not hurting too much on the tip. Still pretty straight. You guys probably can't see that, but still pretty straight after a few stabs. I don't know what the typical stab count is on a stump when you're testing the tip of a knife, but I would say, and we have failure. Broke the tip after, I don't know, I'll go back and count how many stabs that was. Broke the tip of the tanto. So, I don't even know which hole it's stuck in. All right. As they would say in, now I'm blanking out. Forged in fire, catastrophic failure. So, tanto is Dunskies. Next, we got the clip point, black coated blade. Let's see if we can, Jesus, that was 2 for 2 broken tips. So tip strength, not great. We still can test the cutting edge, but tip strength, a little shaky on that. A little shaky. And that leaves us, why not completely just screw up all 3 of them? Second stab. There she is, boys. There she is. $15 worth of knives. No longer have tips. I did have a folding Gerber that I broke the tip off of, and I reshaped it back into a point. So maybe I'll do that with these just to give myself some practice. But yeah, stab into it without a tip there, Joseph. Tanto's done. Clip point's done. Sorry, drop point's done. Clip point is done. That's ugly. That's not great, guys. But what do you expect with $15 3-pack of knives? Granted, I don't know anyone that just genuinely sits around stabbing stumps with their knives, but no, that's not it. There are 3 knife points in the stump somewhere that I'll have to dig out at some point, maybe. So if Walmart has the Ozark Trail 3-pack of fixed blades again, go ahead and get them if you want. Just don't sit around stabbing the stump, because this took all of 3 minutes to destroy the tips of 3 knives. Let me see what else we got that we can mess around with and find out what the edge retention will do. All right, so 1 second, and I'm gonna go grab some more logs. All right, we are back, and I got 1 chunk of wood that's already got a good split right down there. I'm gonna try to get this chunk off like that, disregard. So we're gonna use this to help baton through. So if I get this to stand up straight, we will start with, the poor tanto. How long has this wood been sitting here? It's just falling apart. Let's see what we can do with this. I probably should have gloves on for this, but I forgot them in the garage. Well, already rolled edge. Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah, that's out. Okay. Tanto is done for. Not done for, but not cutting much. Let's see. This is the drop point. I know you guys can probably see this pretty well, but with my light flashing right in my eye. I mean, it's going down. I'm in the same spot, though. And obviously, this is all the same steel, so it's probably going to roll the same way. That's not too bad. Now, let's try the, I would say clip point, but not much of one anymore. All right. Let's see. So it took 3 knives. It took 3 blades, but we got it. We got 1. Now, let's see what kind of carving this can do. This is not... And I know I wasn't expecting much, right? Like, I wasn't expecting much, guys. This is really just to have fun making a video and seeing what $15 knives can do. Sorry, 3 total knives for a combined $15. Let's try some knife safety, guys. Yeah, really, this is just me wanting to come out here and destroy some knives that I'm not too worried about losing. I mean, it's kind of cutting through that a little bit. I'm no expert bushcrafter or feather sticker, but you know, at least it's still rolling some wood up. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a little something on the drop point, or lack of a drop point. Tanto still got enough of an edge to roll some stuff off of it. And we'll go back to the clip point. Let's see what that can Yeah, that clip point, the edge on this clip point is just done. Like there's, for the most part, it looks like. I mean, some stuff's flying off of there, so it's not the worst. Oh, I thought I was gonna make that stick. There we go. Back to the tanto. Like I said, this is really just about having some fun, tearing up some knives that I'm not worried about losing. So, if anything, my neighbors are probably wondering why the hell I'm out here this late at night talking to myself, throwing knives around. But, you know, more motivation to get out of here and move into the country away from other people. So I can do whatever I want without people looking at me. Not that it necessarily bothers me, but it'd be nice to not have people staring out their window at me right now. But maybe I'll just hold up a big sign that says, go follow Hendo Daily on YouTube. All right, so, come on, there we go. All right, so we've got the drop point, the clip point, and the tanto. Really should have had gloves because now my palms are just tore up. But I don't want to sound like a sissy. Yeah, you got what you got for $15 knives, you know? Could they have worked to maybe cut some rope? Or, I mean, they're really not good for batoning. It took 3 knives to get one chunk off of a log. They're definitely not strong tips by any means. You know, this one, the tanto, had the strongest tip. That took, I think, when I go back and watch this, I'll double check. But yeah, tanto had the strongest tip. That took quite a few stabs to break that. Clip point and drop point, 2 stabs and those tips were done. So overall impression, don't buy a 3-pack of knives for $15 at Walmart, because all it is just a cheesy gift. Not even a cheesy gift. It's a cheap gift that if you care about the knife lover in your life, you will not get them this. Just don't. If you've got I've got a couple nephews that are also into collecting knives, and, you know, Ozark Trail's not bad. We've seen that they have some good stuff. When they come out with the 3-pack at Christmas, just know it's not good. Like this sheath, where's my sheaths? I lost one of them, but plastic sheaths, the buttons, they pop off somewhere. There we go. For whatever reason, these pop off. There's a little hole right there. I don't know why, because they rotate just fine without being popped out. The belt clip rotates, unless you just don't want it. I guess it would make sense if you're just throwing it in a pack and you don't want the belt clip on there to save space. So, you know, not great sheaths. But I guess what I'm getting at is, at the end of the day, I bought 3 knives for $15. They sat in my workbench for a year, and then I came out here and destroyed them in 7 minutes. So hopefully y'all got some kind of enjoyment out of this. I had fun tearing some stuff up and beating the crap out of a couple knives I wasn't too worried about. That was kind of fun. Again, definitely should have grabbed the gloves. Hands are kind of hurting from that stabbing. But this was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all can make your own decision on whether or not to buy a 3-pack of knives from Walmart this Christmas season. Hendo Daily is going to give it the thumbs down. But do what you will. You guys do you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. All right, guys, just kidding. Real quick, I thought about when I was walking back in here. We're going to follow up with a little bit of aftermath. So, as you can see, clearly took any part of the coating off. No more tip on the clip point. And that edge is, I mean, I still wouldn't play with it or try to juggle it, but it's really not going to cut much. So clip point down, the poor drop point or drop flat. Same thing. That edge is not fantastic. Again, a combined effort of these three guys did get through one chunk of wood. So good job, guys. But yeah, the spine is kind of jacked up. Obviously, the point's gone, and the edge is just, you can even hear how bad that sounds. So get rid of these crap sheaths. And then that leaves the poor Tanto. He took the biggest beating for sure. And it was 13 stabs. Broke on the 13th stab into the stump. And this edge really took the worst of it. I don't know why, because I mean, again, it's all the same steel. But this definitely took the brunt of the work. So, you know, I've got 3 pointless knives. Man, I'm just, so many dad jokes going in my head right now. 3 pointless knives in more than one way. But that's what you get. So $15 for 3 fixed blades that I had fun with for all of 3 minutes. So, you know, again, don't recommend. Not great unless you're doing it just to go out and destroy it and have fun with it like I did. So that is all I got for you guys this time. So thank y'all for watching. Links in description for the light that I used again to light up the video this time. Just used that quick side light and worked great. But make sure you check out the link for the Woobin X4. Like I mentioned in my last video, they are going to be having a Black Friday sale soon, 20% off on some of these lights. So make sure you go check them out. And also make sure you check out the link for membership for the page if you guys are interested in that. It's just something new now that the channel is part of the YouTube Partner Program. But I just want to throw that out there every time. So thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.